After investigating several cases, the police discovered that the coupler renters and the coupler thieves were the same group of people. These individuals formed small groups based on hometown relations and registered several companies. These so-called companies were actually a scam, as they had nothing of value, not even the couplers, which were only temporarily rented. These individuals would first seek out employers, and once someone fell for the scam, they would proceed to rent the couplers from legitimate coupler rental companies and then rent them out to the victims. They would secretly retrieve the couplers during the night and continue searching for the next target, repeating this cycle to gain profit without any initial investment. The majority of these individuals are connected to Shangxinjiu Township, either through hometown relations or family ties. The other criminal activity related to Shangxinjiu Township is fraudulent book sales. Many people have experienced such situations. While attending meetings or working, you may suddenly receive a phone call from Beijing, with the number clearly indicating it is from the capital. The caller knows your workplace and position, speaking with confidence. They claim to be from a certain central government department, or a specific unit in Beijing, planning to release a set of popular books. These book releases usually coincide with certain themes, such as the anniversary of the founding of the Communist Party, the anniversary of the founding of the country, or the commemorations of the reform and opening up. The contents and themes of the phone call make people believe it is from a government authority. Many people are deceived by these calls and unknowingly end up purchasing these so-called books. Even now, many people in the southern regions are afraid to answer calls from Beijing, fearing it is another book sales pitch. In reality, these calls are all tricks orchestrated by swindlers. The individuals who engage in this type of activity, as well as the coupler business, come from the same place, Shangxinjiu Township. Shangxinjiu Township, a tranquil and beautiful town, has become rather unusual due to a recent bizarre incident. At the outskirts of this town, there is a village road leading to a lime kiln. In front of the kiln, there is a pond and a small 3-room cottage. A wooden board hangs on the pillar by the cottage door, with bold black letters that read, Dawn Lime Factory. The lime factory is owned by Wang Shishu, who resides there with his wife, Qin Xiaoran, their tractor driver, Wu Xiaofa, along with Wu Xiaofa's wife, Wang Chunlian, and their son, Wu Lianghua. Additionally, 3 assistants, Wang Shijun, Huang Shigui, and Yuan Jiazi, nickname, real name unknown, also live in these 3 small houses. However, when Hu Xiaoqing, the director of the County Public Security Bureau, arrived at the scene, he saw a gruesome sight that sent chills down his spine. Bodies were strewn everywhere. Bloodstains noticeable everywhere. It was the most horrific scene he had ever encountered. After a brief moment of shock, Hu Xiaoqing quickly regained his composure and made the following arrangements. 1. Immediately report the situation. 2. Assemble all criminal investigators on site. 3. Preserve the scene meticulously, especially protecting any outdoor traces such as footprints. 4. Calm the surrounding residents and try to prevent panic. The response speed of the Hubei Provincial Public Security Bureau was astonishing. Within 3 hours, criminal investigation teams from the provincial, municipal, and county levels had all arrived at the crime scene. And their highest-ranking leader was Shan Wu. Shan Wu walked along the road leading to the lime factory, with Director Luo Xiaochong by his side, briefly outlining the latest information they had just acquired. Captain Qing, the leader of the criminal police detachment in Huanggang City, also arrived with Director Luo, providing periodic updates on the latest findings from the on-site investigation. Shan Wu surveyed his surroundings, filled with perplexity. The unpaved road was riddled with potholes, and the overgrown weeds on either side seemed to hide some kind of secret. A motorcycle lay toppled in the weeds, appearing somewhat disordered. He stood on the main thoroughfare at the edge of the town, a deserted and quiet place, with only the gentle rustling of the wind through the weeds. This road connected the mountains with the outside world, a necessary route to the Dabishan mountain. Perhaps there would be witnesses. Doubts began to ignite within Shan Wu. This place was too remote. The perpetrator might choose to act recklessly here. However, it was also a thoroughfare, inevitably frequented by passers-by. Perhaps there were witnesses to be found. He walked down the dirt road to the lower right, reaching the edge of a small grove where he discovered a body. The man appeared to be in his early 30s, dressed in black clothing, but wearing casual pants and barefoot. About 10 meters away from him lay a pair of slippers. Captain Ching briefed Shan Wu, introducing the person as Wu Xiaofa, an employee of the lime factory and responsible for operating the tractor to transport materials and goods. He was 32 years old. Shan Wu furrowed his brows, falling into contemplation. He observed the scene closely before questioning. Why was Wu Xiaofa wearing slippers when he typically rode his motorcycle? Did he have this peculiar habit before? Captain Ching shook his head, indicating that there was no relevant information at present. However, at that moment, another detail caught Shang Wu's attention: the deceased's pants were inexplicably unbuttoned. This further puzzled him, as this detail seemed to imply an unusual circumstance.